This is Top Accolade African News Updates. I am Soibifa Jagridge. A zookeeper at a Nigerian university has been killed by one of the lions he had been looking after for close to a decade. Olabode Olawuyi, who was in charge of the Obafemi Awolowo University (OAU) zoo, was attacked as he was feeding the lions, the OAU said. His colleagues were unable to save him as one of the lions had already fatally wounded him, university added in a statement. The lion has since been put down. The zookeeper, a veterinary technologist, had been taking care of the lions since they were born on campus about 9 years ago. But tragically, the male lion killed the man who had been feeding them, the OAU said. Nigerians on social media have been sharing graphic images of the incident at the university in Osun State in the southwest. The news of the incident is said to have sent the university community into mourning. The university sent a team up to the family of the deceased to console them. Its Vice Chancellor, Professor Adebayo Simon Bamire, said he was saddened by the incident and ordered a thorough investigation into the immediate and remote causes of the incident. The University Students' Union leader Abbas Akinremi told Nigeria's Vanguard newspaper that the attack was caused by human error after the zookeeper had forgotten to lock the door after feeding. He described the incident as unfortunate while paying tribute to the deceased zookeeper as a good and humble man who attended to us nicely whenever we went to the zoo. Guinea's military junta, which seized power in a coup in September 2021, has dissolved the government. The announcement was made through a presidential decree read on state TV on Monday by the Presidency Secretary General, General Amara Kamara. Mr. Kamara did not disclose the reason for the dissolution or say when a new government will be put in place. Ministers in the dissolved government were ordered to surrender their passports and official vehicles. Their bank accounts have additionally been frozen. The junta also instructed security agencies to seal all the country's borders until government ministries have been fully handed over to the junta. Lower level officials will temporarily manage state ministries until a new government is appointed, Mr. Kamara said. The dissolved government was led by Bernard Gumor, who had been appointed prime minister by coup leader Mamadi Doumbouya in September 2021. Coup Doumbouya led Guinea's armed forces to overthrow elected president Alpha Condé after a series of protests over Mr. Condé's controversial bid for a third tenure. Guinea and several other countries in West and Central Africa have been hit by coup in recent years. Others include Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger and Gabon. The coup have been strongly condemned by the West African Regional Bloc (ECOWAS), as well as the African Union and UN. Guinea is expected to hold elections to restore democratic rule in 10 months, when the 24th month transition period set by the junta and ECOWAS expires. 15 of the 20 candidates approved to stand in Senegal's delayed presidential elections have called for the new votes to be held no later than 2nd April, the date when current President Macky Sall is due to end his term. The 15 candidates also insist the list should not be altered. The document was signed by some of the leading contenders, including Bassirou Diomaye Faye, who has been detained on incitement charges, and former Dakar Mayor Khalifa Sall, who is no relation to the president. President Sall wanted to postpone the elections for several months so that dispute over the eligibility of other candidates could be resolved. But the country's top court said the delay was unconstitutional, and Mr. Sall says the vote will now be held as soon as possible. A foul smell spreading through South African city of Cape Town is being blamed on a ship carrying livestock that arrived at the port on Sunday night. Residents of the city and its suburbs have been questioning the source of the odor. The city of Cape Town said on its X account that it was aware of the smell, acknowledging that it was coming from the ship. The city's official in charge of water and sanitation, Zahid Badruddin, said the ship carrying cattle was due to leave the port on Monday night. He had earlier media said that the sewage smell blanketing parts of the city was not linked to a Coburg sewer pump station in the city. Some South Africans on social media have expressed concerns about the condition of the livestock on the ship, with others wondering how people on the vessel might be coping. The incident comes as ships carrying livestock bound for Western countries are being diverted through South Africa's coast because of recent attacks in the Red Sea, according to local reports. That is the size of top accolade African news updates. You can follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Happy Tuesday.